Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we begin with a Three of Swords. This is not a very lovely card to get, right? Don't freak out. Every card has light and shadow. It is the card usually of loss, of heartbreak, of suffering, of pain, of sorrow. But it's really the card of memory, okay? And I think what this card is saying is that you, Scorpio, you understand the process of creation on the mental plane. You understand the power of your thoughts, and you understand that what you think of, what you consistently envision in your soul, in your imagination, will become your reality, okay? Usually this card is talking about someone who is kind of dwelling on something that happened in the past, a painful experience. I just can't get it out of my head. I keep thinking about it, and I keep hurting, right? Maybe it happened 20 years ago. I'm still reeling from it. Every time I think about it, I just get mad again. Or, I think you understand what that's like. I think you know that. I think, Scorpio, you have a tremendous power for imagination, and you know the absolute potency of your thoughts, of your imagination. What you keep dwelling on, what you keep thinking about, is going to become your reality, okay? Spirit's saying, stop thinking about that person. There's somebody in your life that that's always on your mind. Stop thinking about them. Okay, let's put this energy into some context. Let's see what we should be thinking about. I'll see. There's the Seven of Swords. It's difficult. This is not an easy game to play. Okay. But the Seven of Swords shows that you are on this straight and narrow path of the Ace of Swords, even though you're fighting off all these other kind of thoughts from the other sides, right? So this is kind of you learning, striving to direct your thoughts toward whatever your goal is. I don't know what you're doing in life. Directing your thoughts in a particular direction, even though it's difficult to do. Even though there's these other thoughts that keep trying to intrude on you, and you're saying, nope, stay out. I'm focused there. I'm going that way. Okay? I think that, well, let's see. We've got now a Knight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. We've got more air energy. Now we've got a Knight of Swords, a Nine of Swords. We really understand that subject about the thinking, right? Especially with the Nine of Swords, because if we allow things to continue in a particular direction, it is going to lead to that kind of. This is the Nine of Swords. This is not the memory of something that happened in the past. This is something happening right now that ain't gonna feel so good. Okay, Spirit is saying that there's somebody on your mind. I don't know if they're either a Cancer or a Libra person. Someone's been on your mind, and we're being told to kind of knock it off, because that's a relationship that's not going anywhere good. Okay, let's see what else is going on. We've got a Nine of Wands. We've got the Eon card. We've got the Knight of Wands and a Five of Swords. So we've got more movement in the air energy. A lot of communication is going on right now, or will be going on. I kind of feel that you're being also instructed to not ask for help, right? that this is something for which you need to carry all the weight of this. I don't know what you're doing, and I don't know if this is a career thing, if it's some work project, creative project, personal thing, or whatever it is. Maybe it's something related to health or finances. This is something that you have to do. So it's kind of saying just keep it in your own energy. Okay. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. And we'll set it down over here. We're going to put Mr. Tao, the yin-yang duck, right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. All right. If you have a prediction for that card, please put it down in the comments. Let's exercise our intuition. All right. Let's do it. It's worth it every time. Even if we're wrong, I guarantee you that over time, you stick with this channel, over time, you'll start to get that answer more and more often. Okay. Let's look around the room here. Major arcana. Do we have any? Just one. Just this very fiery doorway into the future. This is kind of, this is an opportunity. I think this is a golden opportunity for you to get out of something, right? This is a chance for you to really take advantage of an opportunity to go through this doorway. While it is difficult, this is saying that you're shutting the door on the past. You're closing down all of this other energy, and you're going forward. It's going to take a lot of strength for you to get through this, because this is something that I think it's someone, from what I'm kind of being shown, someone has been on your mind, and this is the doorway. This is you really saying, okay, I'm done with that. Actually, this goes this way. Shutting the door, a definite decision that is that you're burning the bridge. Okay. Spirit's saying, go through this doorway. Don't miss this opportunity. Okay. Now, we could be talking about something financial. We got that 8 of Pentacles in the past position. Okay. We could be talking about something that's related to your health or well-being. Honestly, we got our major. We got some fire. We don't have any water except for this water. Okay. And I feel like this water is significant because it is the only water here. Just as this earth is significant because it's the only earth here. The air is kind of the issue, but there's so much of it. It's like we need less air. We need a little bit more earth and a little bit more water. I think that this earth, the earth energy in the background and the Knight of Cups here is kind of the, it's kind of the life that you want, I feel like. You know, with this one, especially with the Knight of Cups underneath the surface, I feel like you want the love and affection. You want the kind of interpersonal intimacy kind of, you want the connection with someone. But it's not there. We get all this air energy. We get conflict. We get kind of even a nostalgia, even with the Three of Swords. We get an inability to kind of to stay on track. We see that this is a path maybe that's leading to more pain, leading us further away from what we want, right? There's no other water here. It's like we're longing for this sort of connection. Maybe this is a spiritual connection. This is a card of intimacy. It's a card of love and affection. But this is a card of really you giving something authentic and having something returned to you, having this reciprocating kind of thing. We could be talking about a business relationship, right? It doesn't have to be romance. And you know, it's hard for me to say because there's no other water cards. If there was a lot of water, I'd say, yeah, that's definitely a family thing at least, or a romantic thing. But we could be talking all business. We could be talking about a friend. But I feel like you're giving and giving and giving. You're being authentic. You're expressing yourself. You're trying to connect. But there's just conflict. There's something preventing a connection here. And maybe maybe this is kind of representing this other person. Maybe this is representing you. And there's obstacles here. This is not, Spirit's kind of saying, look, there's no way that these two are going to come together. Okay? And we could be talking about your thinking and your feeling functions as well. Right? It could be that your heart's over here, your mind is over here, and you just can't get them to get along. We're trying to force them to be friends, right? We're trying to force these two to be friends, but it's just not working. That what you want and what you believe are not compatible. Okay? The Eight of Pentacles in the background here, I think this was a state of a simpler life for you, right? This was a simpler time. And Spirit's telling me there is a conflict in some sort of a business thing right now. Yeah. Spirit's saying that if you have an issue with somebody, speak up. And maybe that's why I'm also hearing like you're thinking about that person all the time. Like you just can't get them out of your head. Stop it. Maybe get them out of your head and have that conversation. Say what you need to say. If there's an issue, address it, I think, is the message, right? Because it looks as if we're moving further away from what is a peaceful, healthy, calm, productive, successful, maybe financially, a really kind of nice time, nice place, right? And maybe we are talking financial, right? But I feel like we're getting kind of further away from this. The more we get involved with this person or this energy, the further away we get from the Eight of Pentacles, the closer we get to the Nine of Swords. We don't want the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is really kind of heartbreak on every level of being. This is a physical, financial disaster, mental, emotional disaster, spiritual, creative disaster, sorrow, despair, right? This is absolutely what we want to avoid. And perhaps the way to avoid this is to just kind of, speak up, to acknowledge what's going on here and to direct our thoughts where they really need to go toward what kind of future and what kind of success you really want. And to do that, I think we've got to go through this doorway. I'm going to do an empowerment oracle card. I feel like we need some encouragement here. These two are just not getting together, okay? And maybe this started as a small disagreement, but it's leading to larger problems, okay? And I think that the worry, the stress of this, I think it is bringing you further away from health. I think the stress is starting to affect your health, okay? Got an empowerment oracle card. The internal garden. I take time to tend my internal garden. I spend intentional time in meditation and self-care to cultivate my soul. Within myself, I grow the fruit I eat for sustenance. If this is the fruit, this is you tasting of the fruit, right? And I feel like we're moving further away from this, right? From that internal garden, from that self-care, that nourishment, that spiritual health. Okay, this is taking us further away, but Spirit's given you an out. Spirit's given you a doorway that says we can take this doorway and we can get out of this. You got to move fast. Okay, this isn't a time for delay. All right, Spirit is telling me that there is some sort of a health concern for you, but it is improving. You will see improvement in that. I don't know what it is, but I'm getting the kind of the feeling that it's going to get better. There is some improvement there. Okay. Let's talk about the path of the serpent. As we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. And it's good for the channel. I appreciate it. That's enough of that. Let's move on. The Nine of Wands here, strength. Okay. And again, we're getting that indication that you're being told to do something yourself, right? And also, I don't know if the health thing is something to do with your spine or your back or something. You're being told to take the initiative yourself, to be strong in yourself, to be resolved, to be steadfast, to persevere on your own for right now, to get away from this drama. I don't know what this is. If it's a work thing, if it's some sort of entanglement, if it's a romantic thing, a friend, a family member, whatever. If it's this internal sort of discord, even your heart and your mind are just not working out, not able to come together, then we need to move forward into a different situation. We need to really get the heck out of Dodge, right? You've got to be strong, brave, courageous. You're more than capable of doing this and making this change and going through this. On the other side of this is the rest of your life. This is the wonderful opportunity for you to realize this amazing future that you want, to get to the goal that you ultimately want, which I don't know what that is. It's kind of hard to say because of all this air energy. And maybe once we get through this, once we get far enough away, the further away we get from this, I think we can slow down a little bit and we can start to make plans. Because I wonder if this is taking up so much of your time right now that you aren't sure what your goal really is. I feel like you're an artist or you're some kind of a healer or something. I don't know. You do something that really is, you do something very creative, but it's also it affects other people. You know, the way art is kind of like good art is going to make you feel something. I feel that's you. Like you have some sort of gift in that way. But anyway, I don't know if you know really how to get there, how to get to the goals that you have in life, or if you know exactly what they even are. But the idea is going through this, taking this exit. This is the GPS is telling you, just take the next exit off of this highway to, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be easy. Okay. Anytime that we have to sort of break with this habit of thinking, with this fixation maybe that we have, it's difficult, right? It's difficult to kind of to say, okay, going in a different direction now. And I wonder too, we have of course the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, cardinal air, cardinal water. I wonder if your heart is kind of wanting to go one way, your mind is wanting to go a different way, and they're just not going to intersect. You know, they're not on a course where they're going to come together. They're going to end up going opposite directions. Yeah. And so it makes it difficult when you're kind of torn up inside and one side of you is this way, one's going that way. It's hard to really figure out what to do or to know what to do and to have the resolve, you know, and the commitment and the perseverance to do it and see it through. Right, to make the decision and go forward with it. I feel like somebody took advantage of you. Spirits keep saying, move on from them. Get them out of your head. And I don't know if it's this idea of kind of, if there's an issue that you need to speak up, and I don't know if that means have a conversation with them or if it just means with yourself. To admit to yourself that, hey, this ain't working. And you are more than strong enough to get through this. Now, as we get through this, I feel like we're going to be on a kind of, we're going to be sprinting, okay? The Knight of Wands, after this doorway, it's kind of like you're getting off the freeway, but you're going a little too fast. You know when you get off the freeway and it kind of has that sign that says, you know, you're 25 miles an hour or you know, 15 kilometers or whatever, you're supposed to slow down. You're exiting the freeway quite fast, and we don't want that. So we want to get away from this situation, but, you know, like Hicks in Aliens, you know, ease down, Ripley, right? We've got to slow down a little bit. We've got to get ourselves away from this situation, but then let's not make a whole lot of changes all at once. Let's not commit ourselves to anything new. Let's not jump into anything else, right? This is that impulsive kind of thing. The horse is just taking us away and we don't know where we're going. Don't get involved. Don't make chaos for yourself. Get away from this energy, and then we kind of got to slow down. We need to get off the horse. We need to consider what our next move is, what our plans are, what our goals are. Reevaluate your long-term plans. Okay? Yeah. That Five of Swords. I feel like there's a little bit of confusion. I feel like once we get off the freeway and we kind of pull over on the side of the road where it's safe, put your hazard lights on. I feel like there's going to be some confusion. I feel like it's kind of, I don't know where to go. I don't know what I want to do. It's kind of like we've got to really give it some thought here. The Five of Swords is a card of kind of a lot of movement in the air energy. So I feel like you're going to be looking at a lot of alternatives. You're going to be looking at a lot of possibilities. They're all better than where you are now. Okay? Spirit is saying that this is the golden opportunity for you to get free of something so that you can even have this thought of like, and really to me this feels like kind of a cheerful thing. We can turn this card upside down. We can let Spirit take the wheel, right? It's kind of a positive thing because it's just like, I got so many possibilities now that I can do anything I want. What do I want to do? It's a good problem to have, is what I'm saying. Okay. There's also the idea here that the people that you do care about in your life, let them know you care about them. Okay? The people that matter to you, make sure you let them know. Okay? Let's take a look at this mystery card over here. Move some of this out of the way. Of course, I think we need some water energy. We don't have enough of it. I think we do need some of that, but I think some earth energy would be good too. I want to see either one of these continuing. I want to see some earth, some water. I want to see that golden opportunity. I want to see us returning to the past. And maybe this is kind of who you were. Maybe this is what you were doing in the past. This is the kind of life that you were leading, right? With this, the internal garden, that you were nourishing your soul, and that you were involved in this kind of spiritual growth, that you were doing your will, you were expressing your gift to the world, that you're giving your life force, and it was better days, right? And then we got stuck here. Spirit's given you this golden opportunity. Don't miss this exit, all right? Don't miss it. I think this is going to be a continuation of what we see with the Eight of Pentacles or the Knight of Cups. It's going to be some earth or some water energy. There's the Six of Pentacles. There's that earth energy. And to me, this is now kind of talking about that reciprocating flow of energy, right? That what you're, kind of what you're investing in other people, people are investing in you. There's this connection. There's this two-way flow, right? So this is really us getting back to this ideal, this kind of optimal state of being, where I think that you are, very much focused on your physical and financial health. And I think that's really, maybe that's kind of the first thing, is to make sure that you're in this really stable spot. But the Six of Pentacles is more than just like financial success. It is the card of material success, financial success. I think that this is really talking about like the best day of your life. This is the most successful I've ever felt. There's a lot of cooperation here. To me, this feels like a lot of people coming to the table, and everybody is bringing themselves, right? Everybody is bringing something. It's kind of the spiritual potluck. Everybody has their unique qualities, and all those unique qualities brought together in a cooperative way creates this universe, creates the harmony of the universe, And so I feel like this is really what your life is getting to. This is the real golden opportunity that awaits you. Rather than what we see here. This is a lot of discord. This is not cooperation. This is not harmony. This is not a potluck, right? This is a potluck where nobody shows up and nobody brings anything, or the wrong people show up and they bring stuff that nobody else wants. if this is the goal, the Five of Swords that we see, I think we do have to flip it over. I think we have to let Spirit take the wheel. And you have to allow yourself to be guided to this. We don't really know the plan. We don't know the path. You got off the freeway. You're on the back roads now. You just kind of feel it out. But this is where you're headed. This is the goal. Okay. Success, health, happiness, your physical, financial condition is improving. Yeah. Very, very positive energy. I love this. We're going to do an extended reading too if you want to stick around. There's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Scorpio are on Wednesdays, bonus readings on Saturdays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost anything. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.